Hello and welcome back to a brand new video. This is just a short one. I'm just explaining obviously what I did today because it was pretty exciting. I went to the Abbey Medieval Festival here in Brisbane. It was fantastic. It happens every year. Tickets like $75. If you're a big fan of medieval stuff, definitely do go. So what I'm explaining today is just what I bought. I spent a lot of money, and we're gonna start off with the big and bad one. I bought a sword. It's something called a sew. And now what a sew is, it's what, I could be wrong of course, but it's what the people of the medieval villages used to use when they used to cut cane, vegetables, they used to hunt animals, stuff like that. Now this is a blunt sword at the moment. It looks like kind of like a big butter knife, but normally it is rounded up here, and this is all sharp. Now it came with a leather case, things so I can strap it to my belt. And I find it so cool. It's just like a gorgeous thing. Now I will be ordering another full length longsword, most likely. I'm a big medieval history nerd. I also bought a drinking horn. It is a gorgeous horn. I'm not sure what animal it's from, I'm sorry. But it comes with a how to care for your own horn little page there. It is so magnificent. It's covered in gold. And yeah, its primary upkeep, well, from what I've heard, is to cover it in beeswax every so often, just the inside, which is pretty good. Pretty excited with that one. Now we got the big one. I promise I'm not an alcoholic, but I bought some mead. Now I have been playing Skyrim. Please do expect some Skyrim gameplay sometime soon if it ever loads back up on my PC. But this is spiced mead. Now this is very, very strong. It is a 14.5% alcohol to volume ratio, or rating. It's 5.5 standard drinks, and this is brewed with honey. Now this was primarily what was drunk from the Vikings, farmers, basic people, just normal peasantries, and they would drink this more than water, same as beer, because water was so scarce and so dirty back in those days. They would just drink alcohol, straight alcohol, and it was believed to cure impurities. Now I also got this little wooden block, and it has a lovely painting on it, whether it's a painting or just a print. Now I'm sorry, I don't know the backstory of it. It looks gorgeous, and it's probably going to be for a family member, but it is just such a lovely piece. And this is only like $10, which is fantastic. The sword was 100, the horn was 40, I believe. The mead was 50. So it's like $210 altogether spent today. I bought some jam as well. Love the little vendors, all dressed up. I dressed up as a plague doctor. I'll insert some videos and stuff of what happened at the festival after this little monologue, I guess. As you can see, I am a big fan of medieval stuff. I was a plague doctor. It was very cool. Plague doctors. I have a plague doctor tattoo on my arm. Don't know if you can see it. Hang on. Little plague doctor tattoo on my arm. It is very cool. I think they were such an important part of our medieval history and European medieval history. But no, I highly recommend supporting your local vendors, stuff like that, especially when you're at some fairs and stuff like that. If there are options to not buy from massive corporations, I would suggest to do that. Now, that is hard to do, especially when, you're home from work late and you don't want to pay so much money for so-and-so, or you don't want to cook and there's like a Coles 2 minutes down the road, you're going to go to Coles. But especially at these, it's good because little vendors are finding ways to earn money that they wouldn't normally make, which is good in my books. And you might find some great, cool little things, little trinkets to keep. But no, definitely do go to the events. I would recommend, if you are a medieval history fan, go to the Abbey Medieval Festival. Just down the road, there is a little pass-out gate you can walk to, and there is an Abbey Medieval Museum. Free entry and stuff like that. It's very cool. I'll probably go for my birthday this year because, like I said, massive medieval fan. Now, that's about it. Yeah. Now, what would I rate the Abbey Medieval Festival? 9.5 out of 10. There were massive lines for a lot of things, and that's to be expected for a sold-out show. It starts at 8:30, finishes at 4:30, so it's a very long day. I arrived at 8:30 and left by like 12:30, and that's because I had to be somewhere to be. And it is like a 2-hour drive from where I live, altogether. So really, I was just, it's fine. I'm not going to deal with all the traffic and stuff, but it was a nice drive. Everyone is so amazing there. Everyone is so lovely, and the prices are fairly all right. Of course, you do have the vendors where you'll have the people where they're sitting there and selling like a big sword for like $380. I saw the Sword of Gryffindor for $194. It was a lot. There were some things that were just so overpriced, and there was something that were like pretty evenly priced. But it's just, you gotta find what you want to find. If you want to find a small knife like that big, that's already been sharpened and comes a little sheath for like $30, there was tons of them. You can definitely tell some of them you can definitely tell some of them were like wholesale shipped, if that makes sense. Some of the stuff that you'd find there were definitely from like Shein, Temu, stuff like that, but you'll find those everywhere. The only thing I'm very impressed and very happy I didn't find was the 3D printed dragons. I fucking hate them, and it's the fact that every single thing, you go to Comic-Con, go to Supernova, 3D printed dragons come here, there were none. So it was fantastic seeing it. There are little events where you can watch like the horseback riding. There is lost words have been lost. There's medieval sword fighting, that was really cool. I'll post a little video, all the small videos that I have in here. There's jousting, which is pretty cool, but they do cost extra. You can take photos with the massive hunting dogs that they used to have. There's alcohol tastings. There are a bunch of food and drink vendors. Fantastic. It was amazing. Now my videos probably aren't the best. I was holding a staff and my entire bag of stuff that I bought. But overall, I would recommend to go. It's a fantastic time. There is stuff to do there for everyone. I was really looking forward to buying a archery set, like a wooden bow and stuff like that, and I couldn't find one, unfortunately. But even some of the little areas where the knights, before their sword fighting, before it continues, they have a lot of stuff there you can look into, a lot of history. And if you ever do get bored, which you probably won't, you can just head straight to the museum and then head home. It's pretty simple. And there are a massive amount of signs. There's also very accessibility friendly. They have little quiet spaces for stuff like that, for people that may just need a bit of time away from the loudness, and I appreciate that. But yeah, overall, fantastic event. I will be going next year. If you do see me around, please do let me know. I'm not sure what I'm going to go as. I may go as a plague doctor again. I may just go as a common peasant. We'll see. But no, it was a fantastic time. I would recommend going. And yeah, if that is all, that was it. Fantastic. No, thank you for tuning in to today's video. It was just a little short one, just to sort of explain where I've been today, the Abbey Medieval Festival and some stuff around it. And I would recommend going if you do like medieval stuff. It is just fun for the entire family. I'm taking my entire family next year. Massively amount of fun things to do. But yeah, that's all. Expect some gameplay soon. Expect some fun stuff. I have modded Skyrim on my laptop. I've just been at work and very busy. Expect some Warhammer models. A little sneak peek. I've got the Emperor next to me and also Sanguinius. They're hiding, but yeah, expect some painting videos. Expect some art stuff. And yeah, that's. Oh, sorry, I'm very tired. That's about it. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm gonna go drink this entire bottle of mead next to me, and yeah, have fun. Thank you. Bye.
The NVG Ruslan Garrison is a Mianjin Brisbane-based living history group that has operated for over 30 years. Mercenaries from the Fencing Guild of St. Michael in Bruges between 1474, when